Hey guys, Jessica here. You know me as Resell to Ride. If you've watched any of my videos lately, you've heard Xena and I mention Dibdit quite a few times. Dibdit is a marketplace that was started by Kevin Commonwealth Picker, ADH Dave, and Carrie American Arbitrage, and it is in the District platform. The reason I'm making this video is because Dave, Carrie, and Kevin are trying to grow Dibdit, and in my opinion, it has been successful so far. We're seeing a lot of new people, a lot of new sellers come in. Xena and I have done 11 auctions over there since January 1st of this year. And there's been quite a few new people come in, and it's been so fun getting to meet new resellers that we've never heard of before. We've made a few new friends over there, so it's also a great place to network with other like-minded people. People who sell, people who buy, people who just collect. So it's a lot of fun. There's also a chat section over there so you can chit chat with people, or if you're having trouble identifying something, you can post a picture and ask questions, and sometimes people can help you out. So it's really cool, but with the growth, there have been a lot of new sellers coming in, and some of them have never done a live auction before. So we're seeing a lot of questions about, how to list an item. You can list items as a buy it now or a traditional auction, or you can list for a live auction. There have also been a lot of questions, how do I schedule a live auction? Can I just go live whenever I want? That answer is yes. I'll go ahead and tell you that one now. Also, how do I rerun an item if it doesn't sell and somebody requests to see it again? How do I rerun it? How do I end my auction? How do I raid somebody, another seller? There's been a lot of shipping questions. So some people were requesting a video. Is there a YouTube video somewhere that I can reference to find this information out? And they asked for volunteers. I volunteered. So here we are. So one important thing to note, if you want to be a live auction seller over on District, it doesn't matter what marketplace, if you want to sell in a marketplace on Dibdit in a live auction, you must have an iPhone or an iPad, some sort of iOS operating system, device with an iOS operating system to be able to do live sales. Now, you can go on your PC and list traditional listings, the buy it now and auction that are not live. You can list those on PC. And then any shipping, whether it be an item that was purchased with a traditional listing or with a live auction listing, you must have a PC to do your shipping. So those are really important things to note. So I use Xena's iPad to do all of my live auctions, all of my listing, pretty much everything but shipping. And I use my laptop for shipping. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys over on Xena's iPad and walk you through and show you around the app and show you how to list items, and we'll do a kind of like a fake auction. I'll just start a live auction. We'll schedule one and then we'll start it. We'll do one where we just go live straight up without scheduling it. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So let's go ahead and head on over to the iPad. All right, guys, so here we are on Xena's iPad on the home screen, and as you can see, top right-hand corner is the District app. We're going to click on that, and that's going to bring us to the home page. So right now I do have the iPad horizontal. Once we go into an auction, we'll have to turn it vertically. As you can see under live streams, there are people who are currently live on District in different marketplaces, so that's really cool. You can scroll down and see items that are popular, that have followers or watchers, in Dibdit, which is the only marketplace that I'm in. So items that are selling quickly, suggested marketplaces, so on and so forth. So I'll let you guys discover that later on. But we want to move on over to Dibdit. So top left-hand corner, 3 little lines, going to click that. And you can see Dibdit there. We're going to click on Dibdit. Looks like there's some seller chat going on. This is where you can scroll down and see all the different chat categories. The ones with the padlocks, those are going to be exclusively for people who have been approved to be sellers over on Dibdit. And then there are lots of other categories. If there's no padlock, then you are free to speak or chat in those chat rooms with other people. So let's scroll over to the side, see what's going on. You can see Kevin the Commonwealth Picker and Chris the Goose have a couple of auctions already ready to go for upcoming raid trains. And there will be a lot more people adding theirs in as well before too long. One thing to note, if you come over to Dibdit, we do currently have a schedule for the weekly raid trains. You can go, once you're approved, you can go into seller chat and see where Biggs Collectibles has been organizing everything. So that's where you would go in and get your name put on the list on the schedule for those raid trains. So let's hit the 3 bars here again. Now let's go on over and I'll show you guys how to list an item. So in the bottom right hand corner, we're going to click on the My Little Fox logo there. And let me go ahead and turn my iPad vertically so that our pictures are facing the right direction when we list an item. And we're going to click on List Item. So here you see it pulls up the camera. Let's list these Goosebumps books. We'll take our first picture there. I'm just going to do a basic picture. If you're doing a static buy it now listing, you want to make sure you do your pictures just like you would on any other selling platform. Do more than one picture, show any condition issues, because you're going to want to make sure that the buyer or potential buyer knows exactly what they're getting. So we're going to hit next. And we're going to do a buy it now listing. We're just going to do a static buy it now listing. And in the title, let's put, we're just going to put test item so people know, don't buy it, it's a test. Normally you would put like Goosebumps book lot ×3 or of 3 or whatever. And then in the description, you would put any condition issues, anything people need to know, like these are issues 44, what is it, 44, 47, and 49, and then any condition. So this is very generic, guys. I know, I apologize, but I don't want to go too in depth on things like that. You guys know how to do that stuff. So this is a buy it now auction, as you can see here. If you want to add any variants, you can. I think that's if you have more than one, like if you were selling these books one book at a time and they could choose which one they want to buy, you could do that there. Under the buy it now section, you can see here, buy it now, $0, accepting offers. We want to click on that little arrow there. And this is where you're going to put in your price. How much does it cost to buy this item right now? We're going to put $5,000. So nobody wants to buy it because this is strictly a test item, for video purposes, of course. But, so offers, you can choose to accept offers or not. We're going to leave it toggled on. We'll hit done. How many of them do we have? We are selling this as a lot, so that's going to stay 1. Or if you have multiple of something, like with my stickers, I have like 10 available, or whatever the quantity is. Down below that, visibility, you can see if you are selling, approved to sell in more than one marketplace, it will list all of those marketplaces here. You can see just Dibdit. So that's the only place that we're approved on right now. And then in shipping, you're going to go in here. This has some items filled in already. That's because we have them from other listings. So it just defaults to whatever you used last. If you want to do free shipping, toggle on, toggle off. If you want to do flat rate, which is what we normally do, these are the flat rates that District provides, 4, 6, 8, and 12, or you can do custom. We do custom. So let's say, there we go. $100, or there we go, $1,000 shipping flat rate. Progressive shipping, definitely recommend progressive shipping. We're going to turn that on. So that's basically like combining your shipping like you would on other platforms. So we'll say if they buy this and they buy another item, it's going to cost them $45 for that next item. Add progressive shipping. So you can see our flat rate shipping cost is $1,000 and progressive shipping is $45. If you want to do calculated shipping, you can. You'll just toggle, click on the where it says off, and you can turn it on there. So we're going to hit done. Now, if we want to sell in Canada, you can see ours says $12.99. That's because I was trying to do an example earlier and I filled in $12.99. You can do the same here, or you can do a custom. You can do free shipping to Canada if you want, or turn that back off. There is also now a worldwide, so that is a new option. That wasn't an option before. You can do the same there. So we're just going to back out of that, leave it alone. The next thing you want to put in are your tags. So this is how people are going to find your item easily. I will stress to you, do not overuse tags. Don't put tags that don't apply to the item that you're selling. That is a good way to get your item removed. So we're doing these Goosebumps books. They are 90s. We can also choose books, and then we could do horror because they're scary. You could probably even get away with the pop culture one on these. And then we'll scroll down. Now you're going to hit list item, and it's going to give us the option to view the listing. So now we can view that listing and take a peek at it, make sure it all looks good. If we need to edit something, you can hit that edit button down at the bottom. It also shows your meet your seller. So this is like a little blurb about Zena and myself. You can go into your profile and change that for yours, and it will show on all of your listings. And down below, more items from me and more from Dibdit. So let's scroll back up. We're going to get out of that. And let me show you how to list an item for a live auction. So we're going to hit list. We're going to take our picture. We're going to do one picture like before, but I always do that on auction. So here now we're going to hit auction. Continue. We've got our picture. We've got our title. We're going to do test. Test item. And then here in the description, I always put something like condition shown. Let's see. Condition shown. Oh, I'm in caps lock. That's funny. Shown during. I promise I normally type faster than this. I'm holding the iPad sideways so that we're in the right mode. Shown during auction. Forgot the C. Whatever, y'all know, I'm leaving it like that. Condition shown during auction. So now we're going to go down to auction and we're going to put in our starting price. Zena and I choose to do $2 starting price on all of our items, no matter what they are. Currently, we have this toggled on to only available for live because that's all we've done so far, really. If you want to do a regular, more traditional auction that is not live, you will untoggle that, put in your start time, which let's see. So you can set date and time, scroll, put in your time, and then your end time also, you would change that there. But we're going to do only available for live because we're going to use this for our example here in just a moment. Duration, if you're doing a live auction, I highly recommend changing that to 30 seconds. But because we're doing this as an example and I don't want you guys to have to sit here and wait through 30 seconds, I'm going to change this to, let's do 10 seconds. Done. So that's just for example purposes. We normally always do 30 seconds. That gives us just enough time to start the auction, show off the item, and give people a moment to see what it is without the time running out. So we normally do 30 seconds. You can change your marketplace here under visibility. We're only available on Dibdit currently, Zena and I anyway. Down below you have your shipping. You can see it stayed defaulted to what we had for our buy it now listing. So we're just going to leave that alone. So crazy shipping, but let's go down to our tags. 90s books. What else did we say? Horror and pop culture. And then there's nothing else after that. When you do a live one, you don't have anything else here. Just hit list item because they can't give you the details of what you're going to earn because you don't know what people are going to request or what they're going to bid. So you can view your listing here and check it out. You can see there, everything just like normal. We're going to hit this arrow at the top left. So now I'm going to show you guys how to schedule a live auction and how to go live. So we're going to click on this go live button and we're going to name this stream test. And then we're going to, you can see your preview image. This will automatically default to this image. So that's a nice feature. You don't have to chase down your image every time. So mine's already there. I'm just going to leave it. Marketplace, you can choose which marketplace you want to list this auction for. And then schedule for later, if you want to schedule it for later, which we're going to do here just for the video. We're going to hit today. It automatically defaults to 5 minutes after, so you can change it here to whatever. Hit save. And then we're going to hit continue, and it's automatically going to take us to this screen where we are going to add in our items. So now we have this here. We're going to add that in. We're going to, oh, let's see. Let's do this one because that's the one that we put in at 10 seconds, I believe. And this one here, actually the goosebumps is what we put in at 10 seconds. So let's add 2 items. We're going to hit add to stream. And it says we're scheduled to go live. So now we're going to go over to your live streams. And as you can see, our scheduled one for 8/17, but we're going to go ahead and start it now. We're going to click on that. And at the top, we're going to hit start live. So it's not actually going to start right away, but we're going to hit start live. Test your connection, make sure everything's good. And you can see the button in the middle that says go live. So that's what you're going to click when you're ready to go. Now, as you can see this camera is currently facing away from me. To turn it around, you'll hit these circular looking arrows at the bottom, and you can kind of get, it's blurry, but you can kind of get a feel for where the position of your camera is, so you can get it set and ready to go. So let's go ahead and hit go live. I'm going to tilt you guys some. We'll hit go live. We are officially live, and you can see there is one person up here right there. That's me. So let's go in and move an item to the stage. At the bottom right here, you can see right over here, you can see that little store with the number 2. And we're going to click on that, and here are our items that we have loaded. So normally, of course, you're going to see a whole bunch more items. If you want to search for an item, you can click here and type in the start of a title, and it'll bring it up, so you don't have to scroll to find them. Let's go ahead and add in our test item, which is the Goosebumps books. We're going to hit move to stage, and you see it pop up at the top. Now, when you're in the screen, do please note that people who are watching the stream can see your face or whatever the camera is facing at. If it's facing the opposite direction, they can see whatever's in front of it. So be aware of that. You don't want to be making weird faces or anything, thinking people can't see you, but they can. So we're going to hit our arrow over here. So it's been moved to the stage. You can see me. So now we're going to hit start auction. You can see it says 10 seconds there. We're going to hit start auction. And it's running 10 seconds on the clock. So people can be bidding right now. Make sure that you have, let me turn this around. Make sure you have your items up here in the top, because your chat is going to be running below them, just above where it says say something. That's where the chat runs. So you want to make sure that your items are near the top half of the screen so that people can actually see them while it's running. So our 10 seconds ended. Now, if we want to rerun an item, say let's go in and let's move that one to the stage, and that'll bring our Goosebumps back up. So if we want to rerun this item, click on it, hit move to stage. So you can see there it's popped up at the top. It says test item, $2. That was the one that we just ran. Click on that right there and hit restart auction. There we go. So it's pulled up there. We hit our arrow over here, and now we can restart it again. So that's how you restart an item. Sometimes you'll have a little hiccup with that. I've had a little struggles here and there with it, but I've figured it out finally. So that's how you do that. Now, that item has ended again, and so we're going to call it our stream is done. So at the top right, you see an X. Click on that X, and it gives you the option to just end your stream flat out, or you can end your stream and raid somebody else who is live in the current marketplace that you are selling in or were selling in. So if we want to do that, we would hit end stream and raid. Currently, there's nobody else streaming, so you can't raid them, but their name will pop up. It will say, would you like to raid so-and-so? And you'll just click on that. So that is pretty easy. We're going to hit cancel, and we're just going to hit end stream. So there you have it. That's how you do a live stream. Pretty easy stuff. Let's move on over to the computer, and I will show you guys how to do shipping. All right, guys, so here we are on the District website on the PC, and as you can see in the web browser there, it is district.net. So what I did for shipping was I made a fake little listing and had Xena go in and buy it for 99 cents so that I could show you guys how to make a label. So to get to that, we're going to go over here on the top right-hand corner. You see Resell to Ride, my little profile picture. I'm going to click on that, and then that gives you a little drop-down with your profile. That's where you can go change your profile picture or your About Me. Or you can go here to new listing, and that's where you can list an item from the PC. You can also do that in the seller dashboard, which is where we're going to go for shipments. So let's click on that. And that's going to take us to this page here. It automatically defaults to listings. You can see all of my listings here. You can also list an item from that button here on the top right-hand corner. That's another area where you can do that. But we're going to go to shipments here with the pink icon and click on that. And that's going to generate all of the orders, including the one that Xena just purchased here. You can see it says paid in green, and then we have delivered and shipped items in blue. So to get to this item, for us to create a label for her, we're going to go to View here on the right. Click on that. So if you'd like a more itemized view of this transaction, you can click on View Receipt, and that'll take you to this little screen, and you can see the itemized receipt here. And as well as refund. So if you need to refund your customer for any reason, here is your refund bar. Click on that. Here's where you'll select your refund reason, and then you'll put in the amount and click refund, and it's that simple. From this screen, you can also, let's go back to that view receipt, you can also report any issue that you have with the order for whatever reason. That's where you'll do that. We're going to click X here though and go back, and we're going to click create label. And here's where we're going to put in our dimensions and our weight. If your package is more than 1 pound, you would want to put in like
say 1.5, and then click on ounce right here, and it'll drop down. You can change it to pound. So that's how you do pounds unless you want to convert to ounces. For this example, let's do ounces, and let's do 4 ounces. We're going to pretend like this is a DVD, and we ship those in 9 by 6 by 1 bubble mailers, so we'll put that in. And then if you're shipping a more expensive item, you can choose insurance here, and you would fill in the amount and the description of the contents here. We're not using that today, so we're going to untoggle that. Also, if you need to change the type of dimension, you can click here, and you got centimeters and feet as well. But we're going to go ahead and click on Get Rates, and that's going to give us our options for our labels. And as you can see, USPS Ground Advantage is $3.98, pretty darn cheap. But that's because Zena and I share an address. So you have your other options: Priority Mail Express. And like I said, we're doing a DVD, so we want to see media mail. So we're going to click on More Options, and that's going to give you your media mail option. Now, as you can see here, like I said, we have the same address. So $3.98 is by far the cheapest option here. Sometimes if you do large boxes of media, sometimes Ground Advantage is cheaper, so make sure you check those rates. I actually had that happen on 2 orders from last week's big media raid train. So what you'll do here is choose which one you want to use, and then you'll click Create Label. Another window will pop up, and it will have your label, and you'll just hit Print from there, and that's it. So after you do that, it's going to bring you back to this screen, and then you'll see this status here will switch from paid to label created, and you're done. All you have to do is wait for it to take it to the post office or wherever. Once they scan it, it'll change to shipped and then delivered once it arrives. And then 48 hours after the item is delivered, or it's either 48 hours or 2 business days, I can't recall which, but you will receive your funds at that point. So do be aware of that. But pretty simple on the shipping. It's pretty straightforward. If you guys have any questions about any of the processes I went over in this video, please feel free to ask me in the comment section down below here on YouTube, or you can go over to the chat section on District in whatever marketplace you're selling on. In Dibdit, we have Dibdit chat, we have seller chat, and we also have live seller chat. So there are some options there. Those are great places to ask questions. There's lots of other sellers. Carrie, Dave, and Kevin are also in those chats and will help answer questions. We also have a member of District, Ivan. He's over on Dibdit. I'm not sure if he's on all marketplaces or not, but if you mess something up and you need help, he can go in and help fix that for you. He can answer any questions you may have as well. So lots of resources. If you have any questions, just ask. Somebody out there will try to help you. If you guys would, please give me a follow over here on District. That's a fun new thing. It's relatively new where you can go in and follow other users, other sellers, whoever. If you follow sellers and they schedule a live stream or a live auction, you'll get notified when that happens, so that you know they're going to have an auction coming up. So that's a cool new feature. And if you guys would, if you're into garage sales, estate sales, haul videos, what solds, dumpster diving, anything like that, if you would subscribe to me here on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it. And also, don't forget to hit that like button and that notification bell so you get notified when our next video comes out. I do appreciate it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this long. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!